Good morning to all. Welcome back to my channel. Now we're going to solve the web technology week 11 assignment 11, which last date is 15th May 2025. This is JSP session tracking and prepared by IGNOU. Guys, these are my credentials and you can see here. And now let's start to solve the questions. You can see this is assignment 11 JSP tracking session tracking. Now let's start the first question here. The first question is asking about which of the following is not used for session tracking. It's not used for session tracking. This is HTTP. It's not used for session tracking. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transport Protocol. Okay, so what is meant by the session tracking? Session tracking in a web application, that is in JSP, maintains user state across multiple requests. Common methods includes session object, cookies, and URL rewriting. So what is session object? It is used in JSP or servlets, that is HTTP session, to store session data. And option C, if you choose cookies, this is a correct statement because store data in the client side for session tracking. URL rewriting means the append session data to the URLs, that is called session ID. But the HTTP, which is the incorrect statement here, it's itself a stateless protocol and not a session tracking mechanism. It is the foundation on which tracking methods operates. Thus, it is not used directly for session tracking. So the correct option goes to option A, session tracking. Now, let's move to the question number 2. The dash tag is used to import the SQL library tags on the JSP pages. That is JSTL. That is JSTL. So JSTL means Java Server Pages Standard Tag Library. It includes tags for SQL operations, import using the tags. Then what is script? If you choose option script, is incorrect because refers to script for JavaScript, not for SQL tags. If you choose option number C, control, it is not a standard JSP tag. If you choose the declarations, it is also incorrect because it refers to the percentage the tags for the variables or methods declarations. So the correct option goes to option number B, JSTL. Now moving to the question number 3, very easy question. SQL stands for 3 option C, that is called structured query language. Called structured query language. So SQL is the standard language for maintaining and manipulating relational database. So what about simple query language? It is not an official acronym here. Then what is string query language? Not recognized terms here. And single query language, it is not a valid acronym here. But structure query language, the official and widely expected definitions. So we choose option C. Now moving to the question number 4, what is MySQL? MySQL is a database. You can take another database, that is MongoDB, MariaDB, MySQL, SQL Server, DB2. These are called the relational database. That's why we choose 4 option D. That is called database. So here MySQL is an open source relational database management systems that runs on the server to store and manage database. Then what is a table? A table is a database component, but here not MySQL itself. If you choose server in MySQL includes a server, but it is more broadly a database system, so it is incorrect. If you choose language, it is used in SQL, but MySQL is not a language, it is a database. So the correct option goes to option number D, it is called a database. Now, moving to the question number 5, the dash operation is used to create records in table. 5 option, that is called insert into table. 5 option C, insert. In SQL, insert operations adds new records in rows to a table. So the statements here create a records. But what about the other options? If you choose invoke, not a database operations. If you choose record, a record is a data, not the operations. If you choose create, it defines the tables or database, not records. So the correct option is insert. Option number C. Now question number 6. Select a dash, select a star from the student will be what? It will be display all the records. 6 option C. Display all the records. In SQL, select a star from students. It retrieves all the columns and rows from the student tables. So display only, that is incorrect. It is a wildcard for all the columns, not the output. If you choose option B, display only name of the students, it's not true. Display all the columns unless specified. If you choose option D, that is display the deleted records, is also incorrect because deleted records are not retrieved unless it is stored. Option C is the right option. Display all the records, returns all the rows and columns. Clear? 6 option C. Now, question number 7. To delete a record from a table, dash operation is used. Delete. Very simple. Delete operation is used. In SQL, delete operation removes specific record from a table. That is, delete from table where you can choose the conditions. So delete is the correct option, option A. Then what about the other options? If you choose remove, remove is not a standard SQL command. If you choose clear, clears all the records, not a specific operations. If you choose exit, it's not a database operation. So only the correct option is option A, delete. Moving to the question number 8. The purpose of MySQL is to provide a dash to work with the database more easily and in a more structured way. That is called interface. 8 option C. 8 option C. That is called interface. So in MySQL, provides a structured environment through the interface, that is command lines, graphical user interface tools to manage the database efficiently. If you choose value, it may be incorrect because it refers to data, not the purposes. If you choose record, a record is managed, not the tool. If you choose text, that is option D, it's not relevant term here, but only options that is called interface. MySQL offers an interface for database interactions. So correct option goes to option 8. Question number 8, option number C. Now, question number 9. Which of the following is the correct syntax to set attributes in the sessions? Set attributes, correct attributes. That is called void set attributes strings objects. 9, option C. In Java server pages, the HTTP session objects set attributes method stores the data in the session. The correct signature is void, and you can choose set attribute, then string name, object value. Okay. So if you choose the first option, that is object set attribute string, wrong return type and parameters types. If you choose option B, void set attribute string, that is second parameter should be an object, not a string. If we choose last option, void set attribute object, also incorrect because first parameter should be string. So the correct option goes to option C, matches the method signatures, that is session.set attributes, here keys, new objects. So void set attribute string objects. 9, option C. Now moving to the last question. At the time of MySQL installations there, dash number of installer files available online, that is called 2. 10 option B. 10 option B, that is called 2. Let's clarify why we choose the 2 options. In MySQL offers multiple installers files depending on the platforms and versions. That is Windows, Linux, Macs operating systems. Typically includes at least a community server installer and additional tools, that is called Workbench. Common practice in MySQL provides two main installers types, that is called the MySQL installers for the Windows building servers and tools, and the separate server or community editions for the other operating systems. So if you choose one, because incorrect, multiple files are available as there. If you choose three, possibly what not the standard. If you choose four, exceeded typical offerings. So the correct option goes to two, that is reflects the primary installers and server options. That's why choose option two. Successfully you attempted all the questions. Now going to submit the answer. Please wait. The assignment is submitted. Thank you for taking the assignment 11 JSP session tracking. Your answers are successfully submitted. Hope if you will enjoy this video, and if you like, you can share this video to your friends so that those persons who are preparing for the examination may get some knowledge for their exam. And all the best. Thank you for watching my video.